Okay, in this section what we're going to do is take a look at how we can add photographs to our movie. And what I'll do is, one thing I'd like to do is I'm just going to take away the opening theme by clicking on it and pressing the backspace bar, and it'll disappear as you can see there. Now, to add photos into my movie, I need to go into Media and then click on Photos. And what I like about iMovie so much is that this interacts with all of the other programs that it has in the software suite called iLife, which is what iMovie comes in. So, for example, we have a program called iPhoto, which is responsible for managing, editing, and coordinating all the photographs. So automatically iMovie goes into iPhoto and finds all the photographs I have on my machine. So here are my photographs. To add a photograph to the timeline with the movie, simply click on the photograph you want. Now something here is after popping up, and it's called the Ken Burns effect. Now what I want to do is I am just going to turn the Ken Burns effect off for a second. So I want to show you the movie and we'll come back to it in a second. So this is my picture. There are two things I can do with my picture. I can simply take the picture, click on it, drag it. Oh, I'll try that again. There we go. Drag it and drop it down anywhere in the timeline. And you'll see importing files. It'll take iMovie a few seconds, and there we go. iMovie has brought the photograph down. Now, if I made a mistake and I don't want it, simply click on it, press the backspace bar, and the photograph is gone. So let me pick on that picture again. Okay. Now, say for example, what I wanted to do was just to concentrate on these children here. I can actually manipulate the photograph. So what I can do is, here is the framing, which allows me to zoom in. So I'm going to zoom in, and you'll notice that the photograph is zoomed in. And I can then move with the hand by clicking on the photograph, drag it across, and I can actually move the photograph across and have these children in the photograph on their own. If I like that, I can just click on it, and then I need to click Apply. Once again, iMovie will import the photograph, and there you go. We've now got the photograph down there. Now the other thing you'll notice, automatically iMovie creates 5 seconds of a picture. So the picture is 5 seconds long. Now what you can do is you can bring up the clip info. So I'll do that again. You can click on the clip and press Apple and I. Apple and I stands for info, and up comes clip info. One is the name, and two, the more important, is the duration. So I can change it from 5 seconds duration to 10 seconds and click set. And there you go. The photograph now changed to 10 seconds duration. So you can change the duration of each photograph if you like. Now, there is another nice feature in this, and the feature is, I'm just going to click on a photograph, called the Ken Burns effect. So here are the photo settings, and we had messed around with this one here. We could also have changed the duration of the photograph by clicking here and making it 21 seconds long. Of course, the hair is fast and the tortoise is slow, so if I want it slow, which means it would be long, I can make it 49 seconds or 5. Now, with the Ken Burns effect, it's very interesting. It's a lovely feature in iMovie. Ken Burns was a documentarian, and he used to make documentaries on paintings. But the documentary on a painting is not very exciting. What they used to do was just film the painting, and that was it. So what Ken Burns used to do was he used to take the camera, and with the zoom feature, he used to zoom in on pictures and then maybe pan from the left to right, and basically created movement with the photographs or with the paintings. So iMovie allows you to do the same thing. Here we have a still photograph. What we can do is turn the Ken Burns effect on. I'm just going to pause the preview for a second, and here's our photograph. So with the Ken Burns, we can decide where is our starting point. We'll click on our starting point, and I want the starting point to start zoomed in on this lady over here, and then to slowly zoom out and see the whole audience. So on the starting point, I'm going to move the frame, and see there, I can actually zoom in, and then I can, with my hand, move up, and there's that girl up there, and I'll zoom in a little bit more. Okay, now what I want is my end, which is my end frame, whereas the last frame, or the last picture we're going to see, I want the end frame to zoom out. So I click on the end, and what I'm going to do is zoom the picture out all the way, and there we have the end frame. Now what I'm saying is on the hair to the tortoise, 5 seconds. So I'm saying it's going to take 5 seconds from the very close-up of her to zoom all the way out. Well, let's have a preview and see how that looks. So we've just added movement to the Ken Burns effect. Now we can also reverse this if we wanted to, so it will go from outside and zoom in. And we can reverse that again and then change the duration, so we'll just make it a little bit longer. So we have a slow zoom coming from the lady up in the corner all the way out to the whole audience. If you like what you've done with your Ken Burns effect, all you need to do is click apply. Once again, iMovie starts importing the file and creating the movement. Now this will take a little bit longer than importing a normal file, because you see here again, it has to do with the rendering process. It has to render the file. And once it's rendered the file, which is 11 seconds long because the time tells me there, and this tells me there's an effect, which we now know is the Ken Burns effect on it, and let's play it. And we have a slow zoom, zooming all the way from the lady up in the top left to a wide shot showing everybody involved in the audience. And that's how you add a photo into the timeline in iMovie. That's also how you add the Ken Burns effect.